Howdy folks, I'm Bored Broadwing Skipper, boisterously bouncing over big bugs.
I'm Amber.
And here are more big bugs for us to bounce on over, but we're a bug ourselves, so it's like bugception. Maybe we're bouncing over other butterflies. Oh, and folks, if this is your first time viewing, or if you're a new viewer, welcome! This is a show where we kidnap people and, hold them hostage for 20 minutes.
That's a very strange way of putting we entertain them for 20 minutes.
We're kidnapping you and your time. So sit right there in the chair. Let's get started.
You're free to go at any time. We're not holding you hostage.
All right, folks, and our first letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Destroying My Best Friend's Proposal Because I Believe That She Was Being Kidnapped? So this actually happened last weekend, and I'm still shaking. My best friend, Emily, a 29-year-old female, has been dating her boyfriend, Chris, a 31-year-old male, for about 4 years. I'm a 28-year-old female, and I love her to death, and I've always supported the relationship, even though Chris is eccentric. He loves to surprise and stuff like that. I think like flash mobs and scavenger hunts that no one asked for. Anyways, I was visiting Emily, and we were walking around catching up when this unmarked white van comes up next to us. 2 masked men jump out and they grab her. She begins screaming and I freak out. So I did what any sane, frightened human being would do. I grabbed my pepper spray, legal where I'm at, and I yell bloody murder, and I went wild. I sprayed one dude in the face and I kicked another in the shin, and I literally pulled Emily back by the coat while yelling for 911. Turns out it was Chris and 2 of his buddies. They were attempting this strange prank kidnapping into surprise proposal situation because Emily wanted a proposal like in the movies. Chris was yelling and crying over the pepper spray. Emily was scared while the cops arrived. It was chaotic. Now Chris is angry, and he tells me that I ruined the most significant moment of their lives and embarrassed him in front of everyone. Emily tells me that she understands why I freaked out, but wishes that I had read the room. But how was I going to know? It seemed real. She was crying, and they had masks, and it was a literal van. Everyone is acting like I overreacted, but I genuinely thought that she was being trafficked. So am I the jerk for spoiling the proposal? All right, folks, what do you think?
No, not only are you not the jerk, OP, you deserve Best Friend of the Year award. You did exactly what I could only hope any friend would do. Not everyone has the wherewithal or the tools to do that, but good on you for getting her out of this what looked like a dangerous situation.
Total mistake. You should have just stood by and been like, hey guys, go ahead and take her. I don't want anything to do with her anymore. I'm sure that would have gone over quite well.
This is just ridiculous. And I feel bad for Emily because I'm pretty sure her boyfriend is not a great person.
Yeah.
And there's probably some manipulation on his side. I can't imagine, if Brian were to have done that to me, I would have just been horrified and upset. And I would be very glad my friend saved me from the fake kidnapping. And so I feel like anyone reasonable would be I can't believe you did this. This is breakup territory. But instead she's being you should have read the room. Yeah, OP read the room. Here you are literally screaming. You didn't know it was them either.
Is this a relationship or is it just Stockholm Syndrome?
I'm
just asking for a friend. It just kind of seems like maybe there might be some Stockholm Syndrome involved in this relationship where she, is constantly having to justify him and being he's not that bad of a guy. He only pretends to kidnap me and tie me in his basement for 4 out of the 7 days of the week. It's that's not a good situation. It shouldn't have to be 7 out of 7 days of the week for you to be upset by this.
Well, and the thing is, a proposal out of the movies,
What movie are they watching? Taken? I just don't even know.
Yeah, I know. Proposal out of the movies is maybe at some grand show or something, you get down on one knee and then you're on the Jumbotron or something and there's roses everywhere.
Apparently they like heist movies. That's the one thing they've got is heist movies. That's all they watch. Heist movies, they kidnap people and then propose to them. I don't know. I haven't watched a heist movie in a long time. I assume that must be what's happening in
I
them.
think the last heist movie I watched was National Treasure.
And as you all remember, that famous scene where Nicolas Cage kidnaps his romantic interest and
It
then
proposes
proposes
with
to
the
her.
Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Burner Suplex says, read the room. Read the room? Two guys snatch up your screaming friend on the street and she's telling you to read the room? What if someone else had called 911? What if someone else on the street just saw and started wailing on them? What if other people started going to the local media about the girls being grabbed up? This was a poorly conceived prank proposal, and you did what anyone else should have done. Not the jerk, and your friend and her boyfriend are just dumb. Alright folks, and our next letter is titled, Am I a jerk for giving my husband a pregnancy test as a birthday gift? Hi, I'm a 23-year-old female and my husband, a 25-year-old male's birthday was 1 week ago. We've wanted a baby for a really long time, and when I found out that I was pregnant, I was so excited. Knowing that my husband's birthday was in 3 days, I decided to keep it a secret and give him the test as part of his birthday gift because he wouldn't be expecting it, and in my head, it would make it more shocking and exciting. At least that's how I thought it would be. Perhaps that was a dumb thought. Now, this is not going to be a big party with tons of people. My husband didn't want that. So it was just going to be the two of us. He was going to open his gifts, and we were going to eat a nice dinner, and it was going to be a chill and intimate time. With this in mind, I didn't think that giving him a pregnancy test as a gift would be a problem at all. If it were a big party, I wouldn't have done it because it would have taken the entire focus off of him, but this was a small party, and it was just me and him. Well, it came time for me to give him his gift. The pregnancy test was in a small box, and I told them to open it last. He was super happy with all of his gifts, and when he opened the box with a pregnancy test in it, his demeanor changed. He seemed upset. I asked him what was wrong, and he said, "It's a stupid gift. And how could you hide something like that from me? You knew this for how long and hid it?" So I explained to him that it was only for 3 days. I thought that it would be a wonderful gift. Like I said, we've wanted a baby for so long, and I thought that he would be happy. He said that he was happy, but the timing for me to tell him was horrible, and that it was his birthday, not a celebration of pregnancy. I was confused, hurt, and upset. So many emotions all at once. I called him immature, and that led to a fight. He slept on the couch that night. This past week, he hasn't talked to me that much. Whenever I try to bring it up, he just says, "Stop. We're past it. It was dumb of you." Stuff like that. He doesn't tell me how happy he is or any celebration about us being pregnant. Whenever I talk to him, he doesn't really reply, just yes or no or a grunt. I feel horrible. I didn't think that this would be such a bad gift. I thought that he would love it. Am I the jerk for doing this? I really thought that it was okay, but I'm starting to think that he's right. I shouldn't have done it. Update? I don't really know if this is considered an update, but after reading all the replies, I thought that I would clear up a few things. No, my husband has never acted this way towards me before. We've argued before, but it has never led to the point where he ignores me. 2, to all the comments asking what I mean by wanting a baby for a long time, we've been married for 4 years and agreed from the start about wanting children. 3, yes, we've been trying to have a baby. I didn't stop taking birth control secretly, nor did we stop using protection accidentally. And this was something that we both originally wanted. 4, I didn't tell anyone before him. He was the first person to know. 5, I thought that I was clear when I stated that we were alone for the party. But we were alone. There wasn't any other people around here, it was just the two of us. 6, also I don't know how to get rid of these numbers, so ignore them. But I don't want to kick him out or leave him. I would really appreciate advice on how to go about talking to him if you have any advice. And 7, I don't want to terminate the pregnancy. Alright folks, what do you think?
Not the jerk. And there's something else going on here. Like, I would understand him being upset if this had been like a big public thing. Maybe even if this had been the only gift and Opie turned it around to be about the pregnancy. But it seems like they had his meal. Opie had other gifts for him. And this was just kind of like supposed to be the grand finale for something that they both had claimed to really want.
Yeah.
And even if he felt like the timing was poor, his reaction is very outside for
Oh,
this.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I understand, sometimes it's upsetting if an event is kind of like taken off of you, but at the same time, like, this is also like half his kid, so like it's not like it's really taking the spotlight off of you. But if he's still acting cold and still being upset with OP, there's something deeper here. Either he's changed his feelings about wanting a kid, or he's seeing someone else and wasn't expecting OP to get pregnant, and this complicates things.
Yeah, it's so hard because it's difficult to judge what's going on underneath here. And sometimes big emotions can be really hard to deal with. And so maybe it was just like a surge of big emotions and he didn't know how to deal with them in the moment. But he dealt with this as poorly as any person could. And he turned something that should have been like a exciting time for both of them into a bad memory at this point in time, right?
Well, and he's continuing to, like, he
Yeah.
is being continuing to be cold to OP. Like, if he's struggling with his feelings, like, yeah, it's a big change. And like it may, like, now that it's real, like sometimes you think you want something and then it becomes real and you realize, oh my goodness, this is not what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, but he needs to communicate that to OP, explain that this isn't you, I'm just having a hard time grappling with these emotions, and then he needs to work on finding a way to work through them. He
Yeah.
can't just like be cold to OP indefinitely and try and pass it off like this is all your bad timing.
Yeah, what do you think about the dumb comments? How he thinks that the idea was dumb.
I mean, I think that he is just like, I think it was a very thoughtful gift. And it may not be what he wanted, but I don't think it's dumb. Like there's a lot of, generally when two people are actively trying to conceive and really invested in having a child, it would be seen as kind of a thoughtful gesture, and like trying to make a happy day even happier.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think there's anything bad about OP's gift, nothing ill-intentioned or ill thought out. Like I think most partners in the situation would have been at least okay with the situation.
Yeah, like you said, I think there might be something else going on here. I think that they should go into couples therapy to kind of work through that, or him even in individual therapy, because it just does not seem, seems very disproportional, his reaction to this whole thing. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, and our next letter is titled, Today I messed up by accidentally trauma bonding with my boss's dog, and now he follows me home. So my boss brought his dog to the office, a cute golden retriever named Max. Everyone was petting him, giving him treats, whatever. I stayed chill. I don't trust dogs that trust everyone. Then lunchtime hit, and I was having a rough day. I sat in the break room alone, eating sad pasta and listening to Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Max walks in, looks at me, lays his head on my lap like he knows. I start talking to him, not baby talk, but full on, life's hard, bro, huh, type of beat. He sighs. For 20 minutes, we just sit there in a mutual emotional exhaustion. I think I cried a little bit. Anyways, now he follows me around the office, growls at HR, and tries to get into my car when I leave. Today, he brought me his leash. My boss is annoyed. His wife says that Max sleeps near the door now and seems distant. I think that I emotionally hijacked their family dog. Do I return him, or is this just joint custody now? All right, folks, what do you think of this story?
I mean, I think it's, it was a cute story. The dog has found someone they really like, and that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that OP can blame themselves for how the dog behaves. And I know that OP is kind of making light a little bit about this and kind of playing it up a smidge, but I think that it's kind of sweet and fun all at the same time. And that, OP can just continue to have a friendship with Max. I mean, it's fine. They don't need to kidnap Max, by the way, or stage a fake proposal to Max. But, it would be good for them to have like a friendship with the dog, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she has a joke.
What spring holiday greeting might a bunny give?
Well, they would say, Happy Easter.
Yep, and of course it's Easter today. It's also Chinese Language Day.
Yeah? So go find yourself a Chinese language and learn it.
I'm already working on it.
Yes, and Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
And I have the special guest tea, some matcha. Alright, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy special Sunday, folks. I hope your Sunday is off to a special start. And you know what makes it special? You do, and Amber does too.
And Brian does too.
Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance, and please have it on kidnapping.
Don't. If you want to propose to someone, do not kidnap them. There are all kinds of much nicer ways that will not have you getting pepper sprayed or tasered.
Yes, that's probably a good moral right there. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.